Gummy's workshop, science stuff, French onion soup. It's totally irrelevant. I did that because I haven't got any mini cheddars, otherwise I would have thrown them into the video. Silencers. We're still carrying on with this massive monster 80 foot-pound day-state beast. And we've done one system. And I think the chap, when he screwed his barrel in, cross-threaded it. But it could be the taps I've got. They were Chinese taps. So since then I've bought some better high-end taps. Checked them for their straightness and they're brilliant, but I checked the Chinese ones and they were brilliant as well. So, oh well, it must just be one of those things. Shit does happen. Now, what we're doing today, we are dumping the disc system, which is, you know, you have rows of washers with a hole in the middle. Each one has a spacer, and seeing as we're dealing with so much air, I've done a motorcycle system. Yeah, baby. So this is going to work like a motorcycle silencer, alright? So the internal here, 7mm, right? So 0.25mm clearance around the pellet. I did some testing with my Benji yesterday as well. I ramped up the power, and I have a silencer that works perfect at 12 foot-pound. So I know that the projectile, the pellet, is not touching any surface inside the silencer. As soon as I got it up to around 30 foot-pound, I was getting deflection from the air, and the pellets were dropping in a different place to where they were on the 12 foot-pound. We're not talking up and down. We're talking left and right, which should not happen. So that's definitely deflection. So at 30 foot-pound, I had to take all the spacers out to 7mm. Remember, we're starting with a 2.2, right? Which is 5.5. Before that, all my spacers were 6mm. Again, 0.25 clearance for each air stripper. Past, must have been about the 18 foot-pound mark. Past that, I started getting deflection. Yeah, weird, man. Anyway, so this is going to be my 80 foot-pound core. Okay, this all clips together. Right, there's our, this is where you screw your barrel into. And then remember that on mine, we're also sending air backwards. So it's going to be like this. This is the part that envelopes the barrel. This has a tiny clearance. This is like 0.10 clearance. So this is also an air stopper, but it does let air out, but not in an uncontrolled manner. And then what we're going to do with this is we're going to use a silencer medium, which over the years I have found the best silencer medium for air rifles, not for firearms, are these green scouring pads. I totally recommend these. They work so exceptionally well. Never had a problem with these, and I've been using these for years, and it's almost the perfect fit as well. And what this is, air can pass through it, which is exactly what I want. I'm looking to fill this with air and get that air slowed down or suck some energy out of it in a manner that will let me do it in a controlled, sort of stable way. There's so many mediums, but this I've been using for years, so this is where we're going to start. So we're going to get this all set up. I'll show you it again. And what I'm also doing, this is for our Phil up in Wales with the Beast. I'm also doing him a big rock-off, massive stainless steel job as well. We'll probably do this in a satin finish. We'll knurl it. The knurling will remove any tool marks. And then probably what we'll do is we'll give this a satin finish. But this goes up in size. Yeah, it's only a tiny bit, but you'll be surprised. This, remember, is nearly a 3mm wall. This titanium tube here, this is really, really heavy stuff. That's more sort of firearm stuff. But 80 foot-pound, I just don't know where to start, man. So that will be the secondary one we're starting. Then we'll null that, and then we'll get it probably blasted walnut medium or something like that to give that a nice satin finish. Or we can just run over it with some, I don't know, 420 sandpaper, grit paper, and it'll probably end up getting camo tape on it, because our Phil, he's proper shooter, isn't he? Proper shooter. Right, so I'm going to get this done, we're going to get this wrapped up, and I'll show you it as we go along. I'll see you later, buds. Bye bye! So, yes, okay, so we've got our packing material in here. Between this and the perforated core, we have a very, very fine mesh, so that if this gets whispers or dangly bits, if it gets ripped to shreds, it doesn't drop into the perforated core and touch the pellet. And then in the reverse part, remember this envelopes the barrel by yay much. This is also packed out here. Be very interesting to see what this is going to do. And this really is it's very, very experimental. 80 foot-pound, Jesus. And then this time I'm doing it so it all comes apart. So this is it's an ongoing project. I've never made a silencer for a rifle that's 80 foot-pound before. That's a lot of air. So we're going to get this off in the post today to our Phil. He can give this a try out and give us some feedback. Let us know what it does. It all looks good in there, but proof of the pudding is in the testing, and it's mainly the deflection I've got to get rid of. But I think what we're going to do, as from all the YouTube stuff I've been watching, 80 foot-pound on that rifle, Daystate Air Ranger, lots of people say, well, you can't really use it because you need at least another foot on the barrel. People have dropped them down to 60 foot-pound, and they've said that over their nominal hunting ranges, with something with that sort of power, is going to be 50 metres, right? That they haven't noticed a difference when they're using the bigger calibre in that 25, because remember, it's all about volume in big calibers, it's not really about pressure. So we may be getting the rifle in here for some work. If it turns up, I'll let you know. I'll have to add it onto my bonded ticket, so you know the fuzz know it's here, etc, etc. But ooh, looking good, man. Looking good, Bo. We'll get that in the post today. See how that goes. And then if that doesn't work out, what I will be doing next weekend is some conventional stainless steel stuff. I might do these ends in brass if I can get some brass at the right price. I think it just looks nicer. And I don't know if maybe the thread on that, the crown receiver, got stressed. Maybe it got stretched. Like I say, 80 foot-pound, man. I just, it's one of those things. It's really, really. I've never experienced an 80 foot-pound air rifle before. Man, that is just beast mode. So won't be getting them dumped out. Well, I don't know. I might go out and do some knurling today. It is pretty cold outside, but remember the old workshop and how cold it used to get in there. I used to look like Mr. Michelin with all my layers on. Still, we suffer for our art, right? So that's everything done. We'll catch you later. Just want to show you something. French onion soup. I'm going to have to get some cheddars. That joke's getting old. I'll see you later, boys. Ta-da. Bye-bye.